Hi teachers, this is our last session and it almost wrapped up our learning journey for this year on assessment in mathematics. I believe we all have learned a lot, and in this journey we have also looked at how the various schools have used different assessment tools to monitor students' learning as well as to provide feedback to advance the learning. So for today, this is our last session, and it's very apt that we have this title on Monitor and Scaffold. And we are going to learn how to use differentiated instruction in mathematics, especially parallel tasks, to support our diverse learners in the classroom to learn mathematics. Okay, so now in our classroom, we look at our learners and we also focus on the content. And then we consider how do we bring this content in such a way that our children will learn. And to do that, as we teach, we will want to assess where they are in the learning. So really, it is about the LCAT. L stands for the learners at the center of our teaching. C stands for content, A for assessment, and P is the pedagogy. So, reflecting on the LCAT, we want to think of how we could support our students, especially those low progress learners, to be able to master what they are supposed to learn for the year. Now, the reality in our classroom, we know that some students not all our students are at the same level, and we have a specified content that need to be learned by the students. So therefore, there are students who we would need to provide a bridge to help them be where they need to be. So this is really the reality in our classroom. If I were to show you this diagram, some students will be just at where they need to be and they are ready to assess the learning. Some are more advanced, whereas there are others who are just like this child. To help her to be able to master assess the learning, we really need to provide the scaffold. Alright? A scaffold is a support to lift her up so that she is able to learn the content just like the rest of the students in the class. In other words, it's about teaching to a student's zone of proximal development, which means to say the distance between where they should be at and their actual distance. And we can provide the support to enable them to move to the level so that they have opportunity to be successful in the learning. And to do that, we need to determine the zone they are at. And therefore, we need to gather diagnostic information. And we use this information to determine the level and provide the necessary scaffold. And in our journey, we did talk about use of questioning to elicit their understanding, to find out their misconception and what is the misconception so that we are able to determine the kind of support that the children require.